latch on to the affirmative and don't mess with Mr. In Between. You gotta spread joy up to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum. Have faith or pandemonium's liable to walk upon the scene. Accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative and latch on to the affirmative and don't mess with Mr. In Between.
Me, my mo. Oh, man.
Let's get on with the show.
Okay, that's a little louder than I thought, wasn't it? 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Miracles Online Podcast. This is a podcast that we do for marriages, for relationships, for true love, and of course, dating. Especially online dating, because my host here, I'm Jeff, and this is
Kat.
And she wrote a book on.
I wrote a book. It's called Miracles Online: Finding True and Lasting Love in a Digital World.
That's right. And today we're going to talk about following the big road.
Following the brick road, the road, the road, the road, the road. Won't you follow the yellow brick road?
And what's that got to do with dating? By the way, this is episode 58.
5'8".
58.
You gotta like that.
Okay. Lions and tigers and bears online? Oh my!
Alrighty then.
Have you ever opened a dating app and thought, lions and tigers and bears online? Oh my! What if the yellow brick road exists for dating? And what if it's already inside of you?
Wow.
Help
me out here.
I'm going to help you out here.
How am I going to get home?
I'm going to help you out. Okay. So dating as the modern day Oz. We're going to talk about our first talking point, Jeffrey. You know, online dating is colorful. It was 27 years ago. It is today. Colorful and a lot more technical today, which is giving you some really wonderful tools. It can also be overwhelming. It can be exciting.
Woohoo!
Sometimes
Exciting.
Confusing if you don't have the book, Miracles Online. A virtual Oz, if you will. So without a map, people wander emotionally, reacting instead of navigating. So today we're going to hand you the map.
Yeah.
Okay. Besides the book, pick up the book, Miracles Online. Buy it for a stocking stuffer, anyone you know who's single, alone, widowed, dating, have done online dating, unsuccessful, or don't know the first thing about online dating. Pick it up. It's a great gift for the holidays, a great gift for any time for anyone who's looking for love, because just remember, those of you who are looking for love, love wants you as much as you want love.
Amen to that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
number 2, let's talk about setting the map for the yellow brick road. We're going to set it with intention and with purpose. Those might be foreign words to you if you're just like, oh, I'm just going to do what everybody else does and put up a profile and fill out the form and not really give it, 30 seconds of thought of who you are. What is your essence? What is your intention? So you want to ask yourself, what am I walking towards? What are my values? And if you haven't put pencil to paper, you'll hear me say this time and time again, now's the time. Do it before you do your profile. Or if you have a profile and you're not having good success with getting the right individual that's a match for you, redo your profile. Do a do-over, okay? But be clear with your values, with your vision, and your readiness to become your inner GPS. Because when it comes down to it, you've got to implore your inner knower, because your inner knower is the intrinsic GPS. The book, I can give you steps, but you've got to listen to your inner knower. The yellow bricks appear only when you're clear on your direction. And your direction may be different than your friend's direction or your neighbor's or your coworker, because you are unique, one of a kind, different sets of circumstances, likes, dislikes, nuances, everything. You're a
So-
unique God particle.
Is this something that I should sit down with a pen and paper and write down stuff?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Wow.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
So do a little work, folks.
No, it's just taking a moment to reflect. It's self-love, Jeff, is what it is. Taking that time. We're not human doings. We're human beings. And how do we become human beings? Well, we already are. But then we busy ourselves with doing so much for others and expectations and deadlines and time frames and all this human construct stuff that we don't take the time. Picking the right relationship is one of, if not the most important decision that you will make in your life to help ensure an incredible life that you deserve. So why wouldn't you, pause, take 10 minutes and really reflect and live intentionally and on purpose?
Well, I'll go with that.
So curiosity can be your compass. Okay, so be curious, keep your heart open while removing pressure, from evaluation or going from evaluation to exploration. Sometimes we can just become too critical, but I think we need to, in order to open up our heart to unexpected miracles that will show up, and they will show up when you lead with curiosity and an openness and an open heart. You believe that?
Always. Oh, when you opened up your heart, the energy then radiates and you attract. You can't receive anything if it's filled. It's like you must empty your cup of tea before you can taste mine.
Yes, old Buddha.
Right?
Yep.
So you have to believe that is the central element of, are you ready to be loved, for love, to be in love? Well, then you need to empty this, because whatever clutter, the classical mess, that the leftovers that's still sitting and stewing or mutating or whatever is still full there, it's not going to allow you to bring in new into the space.
Absolutely. And that's where your inner wisdom comes to play, Jeff. And we're going to kind of use the metaphor of the, Emerald City. Dating apps are full of illusions, just like Emerald City lights.
Right.
But your discernment, i.e. your inner knower, inner wisdom, protects your energy from mismatched connections. Okay. Your intuition whispers truth long before your mind catches up. So trust those inner whispers. Don't listen to the outside world. Trust your gut feeling. Trust your inner whispers, because they will help navigate you and minimize the illusions of the Emerald City lights of dating apps.
Yes.
So another point is seek authentic connections. So, what's an authentic connection? Well, that means going past, photos and filters and polished bios. Okay. Look for emotional intelligence, look for kindness, look for shared values, and look for consistency. I hear a lot of stories from people, and when they tell me, I'm like, that's inconsistent. Our mind is geared for identifying patterns. And when there's an inconsistency, particularly when you're in the getting to know you phase of online dating, or even just beyond online dating, inconsistencies can be very telling. The saying, when people show you who they are, believe them. Now, that doesn't mean you don't give, leeway for, one-offs, things that happen. But if someone has I look at it as the power of three, kind of like in design. If it happens once, okay, twice, but three times, now there's a pattern, right? You're inconsistent with your maybe saying one thing, your profile says one thing, but you're acting another way. Those are inconsistencies that you need to pay attention to. And again, your inner knower, your inner wisdom, your inner whisper will help you see through that. So choose partners who expand you, not shrink you. Now, that's a huge one. I think that's a huge one. In my much younger days, I think I, like many, young women, sometimes saw, bad boys or young men who, they just never had a chance. They just needed someone to love them. So you're going to fix them, right? That never works. Never, ever, ever works. Select someone for what they are and who they are and how they show up, not what you think they could be and how you could change them. Do you agree with that, Jeff?
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I try to be a bad boy that somebody saved me and nobody came.
Really?
Yeah, well, in my younger days, I didn't know any better. I just wanted somebody to, buy me stuff and take me to places.
Wow, really? Wow. Okay.
It worked.
I'm so glad we didn't meet when you were younger, because we would not have connected.
Well, no kidding, Sherlock. Of course, we were so different when we were younger.
Yeah, we both were. So let's talk about gratitude. And we're just coming off of Thanksgiving, a reminder to be ever grateful and thankful for everything, just everything, the breath that God has given us to breathe every day, that alone, our heart beating without us having to instruct it, push a button, give it anything, our bodies digesting food, creating a scab. That to me, that's like miraculous. I used to tell my granddaughter, look at that. Look how miraculous that is. You get a cut and the body knows to send all the superheroes there and make a scab and heal it. I mean, how amazing is that?
Yeah, repaired itself.
Yeah.
See, that's what most people don't get, the capability
of the body to repair itself. And that's just a small, don't get us started on that whole thing in big pharma, but that will be another episode. We're talking about dating here, but there's so much to be thankful and grateful for. And here's another scientific fact. This isn't just woo-woo, guys. Being grateful is actually a miracle magnet. Yep. It actually shifts the frequency into clarity and alignment into the universal particles and creates more things to be grateful for, as if there could be. I mean, just waking up and just the few of the things that I just mentioned to you, the breath in your lungs alone, let alone all the blessings that we all have, and not just the things that appear to be good. The things that appear to be not so good are blessings. Yeah, they're all blessings because they lead to something else even more magnificent. Yes. So gratitude attracts higher quality partners because it elevates your energy. So they're on a very pragmatic relationship type of concept. That's what's in it for you in terms of relationship. Yeah. By being grateful, you are elevating your energy into the quantum field that will literally attract a higher caliber of individual. It's amazing.
Yeah. And once you get it, you be just, I think, not only surprised in a way, but you get blown away because how fulfilling, how natural it actually feels. That's the biggest surprise that I would say that I experienced. It's just, despite of, still, I'm not saying that there isn't going to be up and downs or conflicts or anything like that, but when you have a match, when the puzzle fits, it is incredible feeling.
It is.
It sure is.
How does your heart go, honey? Where's the Foley? Does your heart go like?
My heart goes like this.
An explosion?
I know. Okay.
Okay. Oh, please.
It was bouncing so hard it blew a
uh,
spring.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
Anything naughty with the Foley.
Thank you.
Yes, Elvis. All right. Thank you for allowing us to have fun here with our Foley, our funny Foley. But yeah, gratitude is just magnificent. It's a rippling, compounding effect. I read a book last year, Morphic Resonance. Actually, I don't know if that's the name of the book, but that's the terminology, morphic resonance.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember the definition of that?
No, I don't.
Okay. So, and again, this is, they have scientific proof on this. So morphic resonance is the phenomenon of, let's say, you learned how to play a song on the ukulele. That's on my mind. So you learned to play a song on the ukulele here in Texas, in Houston, Texas. It's the phenomenon of someone learning something in one place on the planet, okay? And it magnifies the duplication of that learning to another individual on a whole nother part of the planet. Morphic resonance. And I'm simplifying it in my, because it's the only way I can wrap my brain around it, but look it up, morphic resonance. Sheldrake, I believe, is the author's name of the book. But if that doesn't illustrate to you the energy in the quantum field of thoughts, feelings, actions, nothing will, because it's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
So let's talk about navigating obstacles without losing yourself. Okay, so there can be obstacles, right? Like in anything else, such as what could be some obstacles? Ghosting, mismatching, and I don't, I just call those, those are just little paths along the way, really.
Yeah.
And again, as I mentioned earlier, these things can act as the perfect filters for you, because God, has something in mind for you. And sometimes it's not what God brings to you, it's what God moves out of the way for you. Okay. Is the divine timing. Okay. So don't look at rejection as failures. Those aren't failures. It's feedback. Reframe them as information, power, redirection, emotional tuning. Not every brick is meant to be stepped on the yellow brick road, right?
What?
Yeah, got to bring it back to the yellow brick road.
What do you mean? You can't step on the bricks on the yellow brick road?
Not every brick it's a metaphor, dear.
Oh.
Not every brick is meant to be stepped on. So, go with the flow and with the direction, the divine direction that it's taking you. And don't be disappointed. Go, okay, great. What did I learn? What did I learn from that? We had a situation today. I haven't told you yet. Where Tanya told me that Elizabeth was really upset because all of a sudden their little place smelled like really strong perfume. That perfume that you got her, and she says, "No, I always keep it on my bed, on the headboard." And somehow it either dropped or fell in her bag. I don't know if Tanya picked it up or who picked it up, but the top broke off. And, Elizabeth was just, I guess, super upset. Very expensive bottle of perfume for her granddaughter. But, she just not like she did it intentionally, but as I told her mom. So everything, if you look at this as, okay, what could I have done better? Or in the future, what could I do? Well, pay attention.
That's right.
Pay attention, pay attention to if something drops in your bag, maybe pack a little bit more. If you did pack it and you forgot about it, that you don't pack a glass, $100 bottle of perfume just thrown in, or it could get bammed. But anyway, there's a lesson. There's a redirection. There's a lesson. There's always good that can come with things that aren't so good. Right?
So this means what? that not so good is, well, she has no more perfume. We're going to buy another bottle.
No, we're not buying another bottle. Nope.
Well, I would say, folks, it's about, you have to pay attention. You have to be aware. You have to be in the presence.
Yeah.
If you're not in the present and really understanding what being attentive is, then you need to really refine and do some reading, do some studying, research about what that is about, because it's very easy to constantly live your life on what happened yesterday or what's going to happen tomorrow.
Right. And most people, I read a study recently that 95% of people, their lives from now, a year from now, will be the same, because they're going on old patterns. They're going on things from the past or what they project from the future. They're not living in the present and being intentional and being on purpose. And when you are navigating obstacles, you don't lose yourself into a frenzy. You go, let me take that information. What information can I take that will be of value going forward? How can I redirect next time? How can I tune that better? Learn from it. If you don't learn from what appears to be a mistake, and I believe nothing is a mistake, it's just a learning opportunity. It's just an opportunity to, polish the ball and refine ourselves, be more aware, be more attentive, be more intentional. That's all that is.
No question. As a matter of fact, I've said this on my other podcast, which is failing is not losing.
Absolutely.
Failing is required to be successful, so you can identify the success that you are getting.
Absolutely. And I don't even think failing is in the vocabulary. It's, if something didn't succeed, it's not a failure.
Well, there's failures in steps. Like if I go into baseball and I swing the bat and I struck out, that's a failure. But if I didn't utilize that at bat to learn about what happened.
So now you've turned it into an opportunity.
Right.
And that's what I think it comes down to, however words we mince, is any of those things can be turned into an opportunity. Yeah. But you have to be aware enough to go, okay, let me see, how could I use this as an opportunity for my betterment so that I can be better tomorrow than I was today in some way, in some small way.
Or not even thinking like from that point of view too, is like, how can I be the best right now? Right?
I'm talking about when you make a mistake, when you maybe weren't paying attention and put the perfume in the, she didn't even know it was in the bag. She thought it was at home. So, but she's 14. Who knows? And, maybe Tanya wasn't paying attention. Maybe Tanya swung the bag and hit it on the edge of a piece of furniture and broke it. She doesn't know. Maybe that's the case. Either way, she was, of course, just beside herself. When she called me, I thought there was some major illness, because she's like, we had an incident.
Emotional
That's
overstep.
Okay. She's young. She's young. Anyway, let's get back to profiles here. So quality over quantity. There are thousands of profiles out there, right? But only a few are going to align with your soul. Depth matters more than volume every day of the week. The right match is going to feel peaceful. It's going to feel grounded. It's going to feel easy, or it should.
That's right.
Okay. So how are we on time? We're pretty
moving
good.
Moving
right along.
Don't forget, like and subscribe and share.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Leave a comment. We like to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
We read your comments and then we discuss.
Yep.
Sometimes we even incorporate it into Substacks.
Yep.
Or we incorporate it into the following shows.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think if they're just listening to the audio, they can't make a note or whatever.
No, they can.
Oh, can they? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, on just audio? Oh, okay. So have patience and trust. Miracles unfold in divine timing. I've said that many times. Trust that the right person is moving forward to you as you move forward to them. It's all about alignment, and starts with having your values and alignment aware, top of mind, plus timing, plus connection, and it'll happen.
Yep. You have to trust the path. You have to believe.
Have
And
to
then
believe.
you have to be in it. In other words, don't just think about it. Don't just go through the motions of it, but be in it. Participate.
Yeah, I think
Focus.
the previous
Intention.
episode we talked about, being still for 60 seconds before you swipe, being energetically focused on your intention before you swipe, not just endlessly swiping. As we talked about, the noise of Emerald City. Be intentional. Know what you're looking for. And if you know what you're looking for and you're working on being the best of who you want to be and show up as, trust me, you will attract that like-minded individual.
And don't be desperate. I think that's one of the key factors to destroy your own self-confidence is your desperation. If you're being desperate, it's similar to Dorothy when she goes, oh my, we got to go see the wizard. We got to go see the wizard. And you can see the urgency and so forth kept on causing them more grief and keep on running into things. You have to center.
And what happened? Kilda told her, you had it, you had the power all along.
Right.
With inside you.
Right.
And you do. You have the power inside you.
Can you imagine sitting through that whole movie and just go, what? It's all with me the whole time?
Wait a minute. We didn't even have to do this movie.
That's right. So there's a lesson to be that in regards to follow your heart, be in the moment, be in the presence, and don't be fearful, and definitely don't be desperate.
And create your own yellow brick road.
Yeah. Pave your road.
Pave your own.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Road.
As a matter of fact, you may be surprised that by going away from the norm, that you will find the one that matches you the best. I know I did. She's not the norm by any stretch. She had the best online dating profile that I've ever read. And then, like I said, that blew my mind on how well she wrote her profile. And this is 27 years ago. So
my writing's only gotten better.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't been doing profiles.
Well, anyway, but show the book. This is the whole thing on collectively of her research of putting this together and ultimately how her and I met. And now we have over 27 years of incredible marriage and relationship. And it started with her with the intention of, I like online dating. I think there's more to it than that. And then
I was researching actually when we met because I was just blown away by this phenomenal medium. Being a single mom, working in in the tech business as an account executive, a very demanding homeowner, mother of 3. And I was like, I had gotten actually a 2 free weeks trial in my email. And I was like, what is this all about? And I became pretty excited about like the people that were in the caliber of people. So I was actually researching for this book when we met. I think 2 weeks before we met, I had gone on something like 12 coffee dates in a week. I was serious in my study. Little did the guys know that they were all part of a case study, but it very quickly gave me information on what to do, what not to do, what to look for. I didn't have time for, I was amazed at how this was a medium that you don't have to go on a date, then another, you go on 3 or 4 dates to figure out, what they're all about before then you go, oh yeah, no, not a good match. So I loved the expediency of it, that you had a license, almost to gather information quickly, what I call qualifying information, unlike the slow pace of having a date. So with that, I'm going to close with the poem, sweetie.
Okay, are you ready for that?
I am.
Okay, and again, don't forget to subscribe to our Substack. You can go to miracles-online.com and you'll see Substack actually right on the first page, and you can see all kind of stuff, links to our Rumble channel and so forth. And the Yahoo store is coming soon, so don't forget, keep posted and sign up for our email newsletter. We don't have a newsletter; we have Substack. But we will keep you.
Do you need notes?
Well, because realistically, the amount of podcasting I do and she does with businesses and so forth, there's just not enough manpower. Despite we hire people to do a lot of stuff, this is a 24/7 driving the train constantly, right? It just does not. So here we go. Our poem of.
Follow the road that knows. In a world of swipes and flashing lights where profiles sparkle like emerald lights, your heart is the compass. Your truth is the guide. And the road unfolds when you walk from inside. Lions and tigers and fears, oh my! But courage grows each time you try. The yellow brick road isn't somewhere out there. It's the path you choose when you finally care to lead with intention, with clarity, with grace, to trust your own rhythm, your own sacred pace. When you follow the road that your soul understands, and in that alignment, love reveals itself exactly where you stand.
Wow. I do like that.
I do too.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. We want you to find the love of your life if you haven't found it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have found the love of your life, blessings and love to both of you and greatness in your relationship. We bring more love to the planet, bring more love to humanity. And with that, goodbye, everybody. We'll see you on the next Miracles Online podcast.
He's a cartoon character.
Yes, and I kiss my wife. Yeah, well, somebody has to go. Hello, everybody.
Bye.
Looking for love online? The book Miracles Online by Kat Trolinos reveals the secrets to finding real connections in a digital world. Get yours today and give someone the hope of true love.